I'm a PlayStation fan too. What's good, YouTube? What's good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be honest. I've been living a lie to you all. It's been nothing but lies, and I've got to be honest. My name isn't Persona. I'm a catfish gamer. My name is really
Persephone. I know, guys. I know. Some of this might even come to as a shock to you guys. And I know you probably don't know how to process this information. I just want to be honest with you guys. I'm tired of being a catfish gamer. And, you know, I know that, you know, this is really, this is very hard for me, guys, okay? This is just really, really hard for me, guys, okay? I'm trying to be honest, and I'm trying to be upfront with you all, right? You know, being a catfish gamer, it's very hard, okay? It's very hard being a catfish gamer. I just wanted people to listen to me, right? I wanted people to just talk to me, okay? And so I decided to pretend, right, to be a gamer and whatnot, and pretend to be something that I'm not, is because I wanted to prove something to you all, okay? You know, I wanted to be just a little bit more, how do I say, I just wanted you to pay attention to me, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted you to pay attention to me, but I can't keep living in a lie. I can't keep living a lie. Living this lie is eating me up inside. It's eating me up inside, living this lie. I can't keep living this lie, ladies and gentlemen. It's eating me up. And I told myself that when Persona Speaks today, I would be honest and open with you all and let you all know that, you know, I am a catfish gamer, okay? And, you know, I really am a girl gamer, okay? And I just wanted you all to pay attention to me. I just wanted you all to just, you know, respect me for me and just, you know, appreciate me. I'm so sorry.
What is going on in this community, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my God. What is going on? Hey, yo. This past Sunday has been one of the greatest Sundays in a very long time. It has been one of the greatest in a very, very long time, okay? Hey, yo, shout out to everybody here. Oh, there goes Stone. Let me make you a mod. Shout out to everybody here, man. Let's get these super chats real quick. Yo, Viper Reeks, appreciate you for the $20 super chat. He says, I will always start listening to podcasts with emojis. This is my verification, LOL. Can't super chat the emojis though. Hey, I always appreciate you, Viper, man. Always, always, always. And then Luca, the Ashen one. Miss Luca in the building. Good scrum on one earlier today. It was really good listening to that. She asked, are you verifiable? Are you verifiable? Yo, shout out to Savoon. He's they say showing appreciate you for super I can't talk. Appreciate you for the super chat, Savoon. says, showing support to Persephone. Well,
You know, Persephone is, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
hey, yo, listen. Let me shout y'all out real quick before we get into anything, because we're gonna have some fun tonight. Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Trust and believe, we are about to have some fun tonight, okay? Trust me. But let me shout y'all out real quick. Yo, shout out to Strick, my boy Strick in the building. Yo, we had Strictly on What's Up PlayStation this past weekend. A really good show, man. Yo, Strick always brings the heat, brings the fire, and he always keeps it real. So shout out to Strick. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, Sunday was glorious. I am not who you think I am. My name is Loki. Yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, yo, put in the chat who you really are. I know y'all ain't who y'all say y'all. I know the names that y'all got next to your profile pictures ain't you. You could be whoever you want to be, because it's the internet. Catfish gamers all around. Put in the chat who you would want to be. Guys, put in the chat who you really are. Right? Go on and put it in the chat. You could be a 20-foot astronaut. You could be a goddamn statue. Whatever you want to be, go ahead and throw that in the chat. Shout out to Luca again for the super chat. She says, like they said in the chat, Persephone sound kind of bad. Hold up. Looking for a wife. Hey, that voice changer does, listen, Go XLR does wonders, Miss Luca. Trust. Oh, people saying they Snow, I'm not a girl, I'm a demon. Ooh, Captain America, A-Game 50. You really Captain America? Hold up. Jedi Johnny 5 said I'm a toilet. Catfish all around. It is a catfish ball, ladies and gentlemen, or a catfish fry, I should say. Catfish all around. Listen, guys, we're gonna have a good show today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Lucas said I'm a thought. Oh my god. Oh shit.
You better be joking.
Luca. Oh my god. All right, let's shout these people out real quick. We need a I'm a catfish gamer soundbite. Philip K, that sound.
I'm a game reviewer.
I kind of like the game reviewer. We might have to replace the game reviewer one with I'm a catfish gamer for just for the sake of this podcast. You know what? Let's do it live on stream. Shout out to Philip K. We're gonna do that live on stream. We're gonna get rid of
I'm a game reviewer.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the I'm a game reviewer, and we're gonna do the I'm a catfish gamer, but we're gonna do it in the sexy voice. We're gonna do it in the sexy voice. I got you. All right, so let's clear that, right? So it's gone now. So now I'm gonna switch to the voice. I'll back the catfish sound, but yeah, I'm gonna be like, all right, so I'm a catfish gamer. All right, I got it.
Okay, here we go. All right, I gotta hold my laughs in, guys. So be gentle. All right, here we go. I'm a catfish gamer. I'm a catfish gamer.
Enjoy that. All right, let's get to super chats. Let's get a shout everybody out. Yo, Black Bear, what is good? Appreciate you. Philip K in the building. Philip K, how you feeling today? Miss Stone, Catwoman in the building. Shout out to Stone, appreciate you always. Johnny Gaming, what is going on? Which appreciate you. Mary Wilcox in the building, appreciate you. James Williams, appreciate you. Said not sexy enough. It's me, baby 80. What's good? Alex E, what's going on? Luca, how you feeling today? Foxing around. Austin, what's going on with you? Cyber Dragon, A-Game 50 in the building. 8K Dual Sensible, what's going on with you? Drained Battery, PS Rewind, Don John Sean, who else? J767, Jeff B Gaming, Savoon, Soapbox Gaming, aka Connor in the building. Who else is here? Blue Mustang. Blue Mustang, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Ice Queen Gaming, Don, how you feeling today? Blackbeard, Guardian Wolf, Jilly, yo Jill, how you feeling today? Strictly, my boy Strictly in the building. Appreciate you, Strick. J-Ro, the man 47, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Viper Reaps, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. John the Don, what is going on with you, bro? James Williams, appreciate you. Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha, what is going on with you, bro? Appreciate you. Jedi Johnny 5 in the building. Lorenzo Carson in the building. Nelson Gaming in the building. JFK TV, he said, I'm actually John F. John F. Kennedy's television. Oh wow. That's funny. Who else is here? Make sure we get everybody. J Doggy, what's good, J Doggy? Appreciate you. The Iron Panther, yo Panther, what's good, man? Appreciate you. J Gamer UK in the building. Appreciate you always. Always. Who else is here? Yo, Oblivious in the building. Oblivious said, hold up, Persephone sound kind of bad though. Yo, Oblivious, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to my boy Oblivious. Mac the Stampede, what's going on with you? Appreciate you. Slink, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Ghost in the Garage, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Who else? Make sure I get everybody. Stardust is Zero, what's good, Stardust? I appreciate you, man. Steely, what's good, Steely? Appreciate you. South Star, Killer Cam. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Jazzy Jefferson, Tron. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Blandrew in the building. The only Nintendo guy that supports me. Shout out to Blandrew. I see you, Blandrew, enjoying that Kirby. Very happy about that. Kirby's one of my favorite Nintendo mascots. So shout out to you for that, man. Who else is here? Yo, Martin Diaz. What's good, Martin? I appreciate you, sir. Samuel Porter Bridges, what's going on, Samuel? I appreciate you. Who else is here? Howard Gaming. Howard, how you feeling today, sir? Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody. Yo, Chris Righteous, I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Chris Righteous, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Round of applause for the people in the chat, man. Round of applause. Boy, oh boy, what a day it's been. Yo, Copy Left, what's up? Yo, Persephone, you got any armpit pics for sale? Hey, yo, man, listen, we gonna talk about all this, man. We gonna talk. Yo, Breeze the Dawn, what's good? Always Mad Gaming, what's up? No Cap Podcast in the building. Appreciate you always. Shout out to Luca, man, for the $5 super chat. She says, had Nikki in my mentions crying that it wasn't true. Hey, yo, shout out to my pony bros. They were going through it, finding out that chick wasn't a chick. Hey, yo. Hey, listen, my guard was up from day one. I was like, yo, where are all these female console warrior chicks coming from? It just never sat right with my heart. It didn't sit right with my heart, okay? That's why with this Sophie Simpson chick, I never followed her. She followed me. I never followed her. I do follow Marilis, but you know that might turn out to be an L too. Yo, shout out to Chris Righteous for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you giving me the strong arm in the 100. Appreciate you. Yo, Carl Anchor, what's good, man? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You know, round of applause for everybody else in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. And you know what? I gotta give a round of applause. We gotta give a round of applause to Stone. You know, round of applause to Stone as well, man. Because listen, yo, Calvin Smith, what's good, man? Listen, Stone is the one that brought this to at least to my attention, right? Because it was a regular Sunday day, right? Sunday, I have my rituals on Sundays, right? And fellas, I think y'all can agree, and even ladies as well, right? I think everyone can agree. Sundays, you go to the beautician or you go to the barbershop. You clean up the crib. You get ready for the week. You mentally prepare for the week, right? I use Sundays as like my mental preparation for the work week. For dealing with the news and all that stuff, and podcasting and everything that I do, gaming, all that stuff, right? So Sundays is like is a real wind down. That really is the Sabbath day for me. You feel me? I really do take my time to unwind, relax, get some gaming in, clean up the crib, all that good stuff, right? So, this Sunday that just passed, yo, Omar, what's good? I don't know if I said something to you, Omar. Shout out to Omar, my boy Omar, man. Game Slayer podcast. Shout out to y'all over there. This past Sunday, a regular day, right? I'm scrolling through the timeline like I always do. Regular shit. Ain't nothing too crazy, right? Did I read? Oh yeah, I did read Strictly Super Chat. Let me read it again just to be safe. Sunday, Strictly, appreciate you for the $50 Super Chat. It says, Sunday was glorious. I am not who you think I am. My name is Loki. Shout out to Straight. Appreciate you, bro. You know, I'm scrolling through the timeline like I normally would, right? And I see this tweet from Stone talking about the Sophie Simpson chick, but it's on Instagram and it's got this Georgia and all this other shit. I was like, huh, what the fuck? Like, yo, what the fuck is this? Right? So, you know, I'm looking deeper into this, and I'm reading through the comments and shit, and I'm like, oh shit. It's a catfish.
I'm a catfish gamer.
It's a catfish. It's a catfish. Oh shit. I think we need to go on down to the bayou, because I'm in the mood for some catfish. Catfish and grits. It's a catfish. It's so, it's so, you know, I start laughing. I'm laughing hard as fuck because I'm like, yo, I just knew something like this was gonna happen sooner or later. I knew in my heart, I knew, because like I said, I know Lucas, she had did a podcast about this a couple weeks ago. And I think we were talking about it on episode 2 of Ladies Night. I think we did, but I know we talked about it on the timeline and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, I agree with Luca. I was like, yo, look, this influx of female console warriors, it's off. I know I was saying something about it. Lucas said something about it. BG, everyone was saying, like, people were pointing out for a while now. Yo, KL, what's up, man? People were pointing out for a while now that this influx of female console warriors was real off. And even with me, I'm like, yo, listen, I don't care if you PlayStation or Xbox, Nintendo, whatever, just the influx of the female console warriors doing like this console war shit. And like there's, how do I say this? There really is a level of finesse to quote unquote console warring, right? There really is a level of finesse where it's like, you know, I feel like with these accounts, they're going a little too hard, right? A little too hard and a little too deep in this console war shit. I'm like, you know, like it's a little too aggressive. I would even say for Marilis, she going a little too hard, right? Where I'm just like, everything don't need to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes you need to kind of tone it back, you know, dial it back a bit. And so I'm just like, yo, where are all these women coming from? Now listen, you know, women in gaming is a great thing, right? Y'all know I love that. You know, that's always going to be a awesome thing. It's just a lot of the women that started popping up in this console war shit, I'm like, this a little off, right? This a little off. And listen, I've been a part of this community and all this stuff for like 10 years now, right? And through my 10 years of being here, and you know, I've met a lot of women in gaming. Like I know a lot of women in gaming, but in terms of women that would like debate like consoles and which is better and all this other shit, very few women I know that really partake in that shit. I could probably count on one hand the number of women that would truly partake in like some debating which console's better, exclusives and all that other shit. Very few, right? So when I saw this influx, I'm just like, and what do I tell you guys? You know, since the start of Spaces, right? There's been a lot of new people coming into this community, and trying to build a voice and trying to build a following and stuff like that. And for the people who have always existed here and have always been here, right? You're starting to see new people kind of pop up out of nowhere, trying to build these followings, trying to build a voice, doing spaces and all this other stuff, who normally you wouldn't normally pay attention to for whatever reason, right? Because they're not, excuse me, because they're not charismatic enough or whatever. Yo, Titanfall Princess, what's up? Because they're not charismatic enough or whatever the case may be. It could be a number of things, right? Which we're going to touch on that in a little bit. So, you know, Stone's tweet started blowing up. So I'm like, all right, now I'm paying attention. You feel me? Because I'm like, all right, this shit sounds a little off, right? This is definitely some spooky shit. So then fast forward, and shout out to Gamer MD. Gamer MD, he started a space talking about the whole catfish gamer shit or whatever. And the person that was doing the catfishing came in, yo, Shane B, what's up? And explained their stance. And this is where I want to talk about today, right? We'll kind of glance over his stance real quick, but I really just want to talk about this, not just from that perspective, but I really want to approach this as a whole, because I think it's important for us as a community. I think it's important for us all to hear this, right? Yo, Guap, what's good, bro? So he explains, like, you know, so his reasoning for doing this was, he wasn't getting much attention on his own account, so he wanted to make a secondary account and used his family members. So the Sophie Simpson chick, or Georgia, whatever fuck her name is, her and all that, that's his family, that's his sister or his cousin or whatever, and she was in on it, and he told her to make a video to prove that it was her and blah blah blah. But then it got out of control because dudes was jumping in her DMs and all that crazy stuff, which we're gonna get on that too. Because like I said on Stone's tweet, for the dudes that was jumping in her DMs, I know y'all
You better be joking.
Hey, yo, matter of fact, we're gonna have to play the Naruto for them boys. We're gonna have to play the Naruto for them boys, man, because I know they are looking at, when they saw that tweet, I know them boys was like, please don't be real, please don't be real, please be lies. I hope Stone's tweet isn't real, please don't be real, please don't be real. But yo, I know they fade to black real quick. Right? So, hey, yo, this shit funny, bro. So, when they so, you know, he came in, he said the reason why he did it or whatever, it was his actual family members that did it, that you know, was in on it. Like, you know, he actually used his real family pictures and all this crazy shit, right? And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I'm listening to this playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Shout out to Tiny Tina, by the way. This game is like really addictive. I love this game. Shout out to the Berserker. You already know Berserker game. We out here. So I like the whole time I'm listening to this, I'm playing Tiny Tina's, and like I had to keep pausing the game because I was laughing so hard. Like I was truly like in tears, laughing so fucking hard because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like I really couldn't believe. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is like a new low for the gaming community. Like this is a new low. Like we already know that there's people who, you know, don't have like their pictures up or don't have, you know, they got the anime the anime picture gang and all that other shit. You know, we already know about them. They could be like kind of weird and stuff like that sometimes, right? But this right here, this is like a new low where I just like, damn, bro, when you thought that stuff that happens in the gaming community wouldn't surprise you even more. Because I mean, look, we got dudes in this community that pulling out guns on camera, feeling threatened and all this crazy shit. And, you know, we've got a lot of craziness in this community that has happened. But this like really is one of those things that's really high up there, especially when you think about the reasoning of like, you know, saying how you didn't have a voice on your account. You wanted people to like, you know, pay attention to you, and, you know, you wanted people to really understand that, you know, you don't have to be mad at each other or fight each other or whatever the fuck, which I think all that is bullshit. All that stuff that he was like saying towards the end, because like at first what he said at the very beginning was he did it because he didn't have a voice on his account, on his main account or his regular account or whatever. People wasn't listening to him or paying attention to him or whatever. But then towards the end, when people was really getting at him and starting to get at him, he switched it to, he switched up and started to say, oh, well, you know, people didn't really have, let me make sure. People didn't really have, don't need to be attacking each other, and all this fanboyism is this and that and blah blah blah. All this bullshit, like all this bullshit. Where I'm listening to, I'm like, bro, stop, bro. Like stop this, man. If Thurnis Haley, what's up? Stop this. Like, you didn't do this for the greater good of the gaming community, right? And this is something that I've talked about in the past, where I've said a lot of people in this community, or a lot of people in this space, and again, a lot of this really started popping up once Spaces started. Because really, before Spaces started, you wasn't really seeing this type of stuff, at least not at the level of what we're seeing now. Let me get these super chats. Yo, Mr. Go Tryhard Guy Chia, you know I always appreciate you, bro. He says, I missed most of the crazy, but caught Jay Barry in the space when somebody thought he was thirsting for the catfish girl, LOL. Yeah, yo, listen. Listen. Barry, see, I know Barry, he can handle himself. You understand? Like, Barry a New Yorker. Barry from the Bronx. You understand? Like, the Bronx dudes though. And he Jamaican. You feel me? So a Jamaican dude from the Bronx, Barry don't play. You understand? So I know Barry can handle himself, man. But I was about to come back into space, like, who the fuck, who you talking to, God? Watch your mouth. Yo, Barry, that's my brother, man. Like, I don't play that. But I appreciate, yeah, like, and listen, ain't nobody thirsty, ain't nobody over here. I say this right now, anybody in my camp, anybody in my circle, ain't nobody in my circle thirsting off this. I know that for a fact. Nobody in my circle was thirsting off this catfish chick. I know that for a fact. I put my name on the line for that. I know that for a fact. Man or woman, I know that for a fact. They wasn't thirsting. I know that for a fact. So, like, cut that bullshit out. Appreciate you always, Mr. Go Try Our Guy with you. Philip DVG, appreciate you. He says he saw Hogwarts Legacy State of Play and changed. Hey, yo, Philip. Said, yo, he saw Hogwarts Legacy State of Play and changed genders. Hashtag magic. Hey, yo, Philip, chill, God. And a shout out to the Ashen Luca, man, the Ashen one. She says, just want to point out that people didn't know what I looked like for years, and I still gained the following. Some people still don't. That's what I'm saying, And Luca, you're a good looking woman. I must say so myself, but yeah. And you gained your following. You got almost 10,000 followers and got a good following on YouTube, and you got your podcast and do what you do. That's what I'm saying. Like, and so, like, when it comes to this dude, I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, what are you talking about here, man? Like, you don't make no sense here. And see, here's part of the problem with the community. And guys and girls, I know I've talked about this a number of times where I say, yo, look, ever since the spaces has really started popping up, and people have always and people started trying to build their own following through spaces and try to get a voice for themselves and stuff like that, you start getting this influx of weirdos and people that start coming in and start, trying to, making crazy, the drama and all this other shit that was going on back then, and then now with all this crazy stuff. You've got a lot of people who are trying to build their following, right, off of everything but gaming. And this was something that I was saying yesterday. When it comes to this gaming community, when it comes to the gaming community, really when it comes to gaming, right? A lot of people want to be heard and want to build this following, stuff like that. You need to really take a step back and ask yourself, why are you here? What is the mark that you want to leave here? What is it that you want to be known for? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to gaming, it starts and ends with gaming. It starts and ends with gaming. It starts and ends with gaming. I said this shit yesterday. All this extra bullshit, it ain't gaming. It's not in the name of gaming. It's not in the name of the gaming community. No, it's because you want attention, right? That's all that this is, right? This is a man, which makes this even more crazy to me, is, yo, you got a wife and kid. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids. You got a wife and you've got a wife and kids. And his wife was there with him. And he got twin boys. And I'm like, bro, wait a second, what? Bro, you got a whole family My man's, wait a second. Hold up, man. Pause. Rewind.
I'm a catfish gamer. I'm a catfish gamer.
Hold up, man. Hold up. Let's rewind for a second. My man's, you got a wife and kids, and you doing shit like this? What? What does the wife think? What does the missus think? Because I gotta be honest, I'm pretty sure she ain't thinking too highly of you right now with this weirdo shit that you're doing. That's what makes this even more crazy, right? Because a lot of people, there's always this stigma of, this stigma that we have with gamers is that, the ones that are socially awkward or the ones that, that are really the truly weird ones, people tend to say it's those basement, the ones that live in, remember that old joke you used to use back in the day? If you gamed online, albeit on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or whatever, you've heard this joke of, oh yeah, you live in your mom's basement, all that stuff. You remember those jokes back in the day, back on like the PS3 days? Remember those jokes you would say to like people? I remember like in COD lobbies, I'd say that shit all the time to motherfuckers. Like, oh, you live in your mom's basement, you suck. Those nice little trash talk. But that stigma, yo, get on the sticks, what's good? Daryl, what's good? That stigma, Corey, what's good? That stigma that a lot of people tend to try to put on gamers when it comes to them being like, living in their mom's basement and being weird and all this other stuff. Yo, really and truly, especially me being in this community for as long as I've been in, yes, I have come across those type of people as well that are like just like really socially awkward and all that stuff. But the most people that I've seen doing like real weirdo, crazy, outlandish stuff is people with wives and kids. Yo, Cooper Clips, what's good? It's the people with the wives and the kids. And that's even more scary to me because it's like, well, damn. Someone actually decided to be with you and you're like this? And then you guys decided to procreate? What? Someone actually carried your seed in their stomach for 9 months and bared your child with a personality like this? With the way you act like this? What?
I'm a catfish gamer.
Like, that's the shit that like blows my mind. Where I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. Because it ain't the basement dwellers, or not all of them. All of them are not basement dwellers that's doing this shit. It's people with wives and kids and managers at jobs, and they live pretty good lives doing this shit online. And this is why I say for a lot of people, they get online and they project. They get online and they project. They get online and they wear their heart on their sleeve. They get online and this is where social media and online is where a lot of people can be whoever they want to be. It's where a lot of people relieve a lot of their stress and frustrations. This is why there's so much negativity on social media. This is why there's so much anger on this fucking on the internet, because this is where people go. Instead of going to therapy, instead of going to a shrink, to a psychiatrist, taking some type of medications or something like that to level you out, people get on the internet, and this is their stress reliever. This is their way of relieving stress, and it's not healthy, because what you have is a lot of people walking around unstable. You have a lot of people walking around unstable, and you guys know I'm a big proponent of therapy. I think therapy is very important for both men and women. I think people should definitely go seek therapy, even if there's nothing wrong with you, or I mean, I say that, but even if you think nothing's wrong with you, it's still good to have that outlet, because what happens is a lot of people get on the internet and they project. A lot of people get on the internet and they project. They project. They're projecting they're people are losers in real life, or don't really have any type of friends or anything in real life, and they get on the internet and they project those frustrations out on just regular people. It's not good. And what I saw here, this display of what I saw, is someone who how do I say this? I don't want to. I want to say this is I want to say this as delicately as possible. What I saw is someone who has too much time on his hands. Someone who might not really have a lot of people paying attention or listening to him in his real life. Probably not even at home. You know, I'm not gonna assume, but like that's the vibe I got, because no one that's living a very happy life gets on the internet and tries to catfish in the name of trying to push a positive message or trying to show the problems of the community and all that. No one that's living a flourishing life does that. No one that's living, or even or not even living a flourishing life, but no one that's living with a purpose, or people that are striving to be better every day, or striving to be better than what they were the day before, right? Or working towards their career goals and aspirations and things like that. No one gets on the internet and does that. Listen, cracking jokes and having fun and all that stuff is, y'all know I'm always for that, because that stuff is always, it's funny. It's entertainment, right? But it starts and ends with the gaming. And what this was something that was outside of game, that was done outside of the realm of gaming, but brought into gaming and trying to use gaming as a shield to mitigate the true issue, which is you. Not you as in the people. Yo, Dewan, what's good, bro? Not you as in the people that's listening, but you know, it's the people that's doing this stuff. Because here's my thing, and I've said this before when it comes to Twitter Spaces, because what Twitter Spaces has done is Twitter Spaces has given everyone a voice. Everyone now has a voice, which to a degree is good, but to a degree I think it's also detriment, because everyone don't need to be talking, right? If everyone's talking, who the fuck's listening, right? And what are you putting out there, right? So it's about the delivery of the message and all those types of things. And I think when it comes to this guy that was doing this stuff, and I was trying to get this off yesterday, but it was so many people, so I couldn't really go on the whole rant of like how I'm doing now. So I said, like, you know, I'll save it for when Persona speaks. But when it comes to you know, his reasoning of why, because no one is paying attention to him, well then, you know, this is something that I think a lot of people, they don't like to hear it, but it's something that I think all of us need to hear, right? And myself included, right? I'm not, y'all know me, I say it all the time, man, I ain't shit, right? I'm not a nice guy. I try to be nice, but I'm not a nice person, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not nice. Like, you know how like people, oh yeah, I'm a nice guy, but they do the most fucked up shit. I'm not a nice guy, right? I'm not a nice guy. I'm a piece of shit, all that stuff, man. Like, I'm no better than anybody else, right? But when it comes to, you know, him saying, you know, no one was paying attention to him on his regular account and stuff like that, you know, I think for a lot of us, we have to be able to kind of take a step back and evaluate ourselves and really say, well, how am I messing up here? What can I do better? Right? How can I change this up? How can I reach more people? How can I change the message? Because if you're truly trying to share your gaming experiences with the world, if you're truly trying to, you know, bring positivity into gaming and do all this crazy shit like you're saying you're doing, where's the YouTube channel? Where's the Twitch channel? Right? Where's the spaces dedicated to making that stuff? And regardless of who shows up, see, the problem is that everybody, and I've said this before too, everybody wants to be the voice of the king nerd. Everybody want to be the voice of the nerds. Everybody want to be the voice and the king, and everyone is just reporting to them type shit. I get that vibe a lot with a lot of these people, because when it comes to how they move and how they act, they just want the attention. They want people to listen to them, respect their opinions, follow them, and just listen to what they say. And I'm saying, bro, if your intentions are not pure, people can pick up on that. People can pick up on bullshit very quickly. People pick up on the bullshit. So if you're trying to bullshit people and do all this other crazy stuff, no one's gonna rock with you. If you're really here for the reasons that you say you are, it's always gonna be through your actions and not through your words. Because then someone could be like, oh damn, you like this game? Oh damn, you like playing this, man? Damn, you pretty nice in this. Oh damn, yo, I like your podcast or your show that you do where you talk about this, that, and the third. And that's how you build that following, word of mouth. building a rapport with people. No one knows who you are because you're not giving people the chance to even get to know you, because you're not even putting forth the effort to get people to get to get people to have people to get to know you. Everybody wants instant gratification. Everybody wants that quick fix. Oh yeah, you know, I want it quick. I want just everyone to listen to me and me. It does not work like that, man. And if the message that you're really trying to put out in gaming, especially if it's a positive message, if that positive message is falling on deaf ears, or if that positive message is not necessarily resonating the way you think it should, maybe you need to change your approach. Maybe you need to step it up and go a little bit harder. Maybe you need to go and go to a different place or a different area and do that. There's a number of things. Again, where's your YouTube channel? Where's your Twitch? What gaming experiences are you sharing? What are you doing as a gamer? It starts and ends with gaming. I keep saying this shit, man, because for a lot of people, they don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just like, yo, I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this shit. It starts and ends with gaming. 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 It starts and ends with, yo, this shit crazy. Yo. I'm sorry. Ayo, Stone, let's tweet at 400 likes. Ayo, this community is a trip. Oh shit. It starts and ends with gaming, man. It starts and ends with gaming. It starts and ends with gaming. I'm gonna keep saying that because for a lot of people, they don't understand it, man. People think that there's this shortcut. And this is another problem with a lot of people. A lot of people are looking at the success of others and using that as a catalyst or using that as a measuring tool to determine their success. Regardless of what you do in life, it doesn't have to be gaming. It could be anything. It could be your career. It could be any type of personal aspirations. It can be, weight loss journeys or whatever the case may be. You cannot look at other people's success and their life and use that as a measure for your success or your goals and achievements, because you're going to be miserable. You are going to be miserable trying to keep up with the Joneses. Like, yo, if people like, and a lot of people live their lives like that, bro. Listen, you can look at other people's lives and be like, damn, yo, like, let that be a motivation for you to go harder and be like, oh yeah, I gotta put in more work. I gotta do this better. I gotta step it up. I gotta, things like that. Because listen, I have a very competitive spirit, both online and in real life. So listen, seeing your friends go hard, I'm happy to see my friends go hard. That motivates me to be like, all right, I gotta stay on top of my shit. All right, I gotta make sure I'm on it, right? But looking at other people's success and saying, okay, well, my buddy over here just bought a 5-bedroom house with 3 bathrooms and a 2-car garage, right? And buddy over here is living in a studio apartment or whatever. You don't know the journey that it took to get that place. You don't know, like, you're so focused on that instead of how you can get yourself to that position. You want people to follow you. You want people to really rock with you. It starts and ends with gaming. And then again, when it pertains to real life, and I know I'm getting a little too preachy, so we're going to move on. But, when it comes to that, that's just how it works. That's just how it works. And that's with anything in life, especially if you're trying to really build, quote unquote, build a following on here and really want people to listen and rock with you. What reasons are you giving them to do so? What reasons are you giving people to follow you? Are you funny? Are you charismatic? Are you a good speaker, right? Are you have good gameplay? What is it that you bring to the table? Like, that's just what this is. And when he was saying, like, no one was listening to him, I knew he didn't put forth an effort. You wanted that instant gratification. You see a lot of women out here that are growing very fast, right? And you want that. You want that attention. You want the likes. You want the retweets. Then the heat got too much because you really started to see what a lot of women go through with them DMs, with that pressure, with that pressure. That pressure got too much. Said, hold up. You want me to send you a picture of my elbows and my kneecaps? Huh?
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I can't send you a picture of my elbows and kneecaps. I just can't. No.
Huh? Elbows and kneecaps? Absolutely not. And then, the other aspect of like, because I know in the space, a lot of people was like trying to get on like people like jumping in DMs and stuff like that. Listen, in the age that we live in, we live in a digital age, right? I'm never gonna fault somebody for jumping in a woman's DM, right? Like, listen, especially if you do it respectfully or if you do it with some class and shit like that. Because I've seen a lot of like stories of like people meeting on Facebook or wherever the fucking they end up married and all that shit. So like, listen, however you find your player too, it's in very mysterious ways. There is no rule book to how you find your player too, right? Your significant other, your soulmate or whatever. You get what I'm saying? There is no rule book to that. So fuck what people talking about with that, right? Like, nah, like I ain't gonna fault nobody for that. What I will say is be careful who DMs you jump into. You understand? You need to verify. Are you verifiable? And that's why I put the tweet that I put yesterday, right? Because after that space or during that space, because again, shout out to Luca, man, because Luca, she tagged me and Barry yesterday. She was like, you know what, boys? Good night, Ice Queen. I appreciate you. She go, you know what, boys? I think we do need to gatekeep. And I'm like, yeah, we do need to gatekeep this shit, man. But see, here's the thing. A lot of people are looking at the word gatekeep and they feel offended because they feel like, oh, well, you're gatekeeping me from gaming. And it's like, no, you're not being gatekept from anything that's gaming. And see, the title of this podcast is, Catfish Gamers. Why gatekeeping your gaming circle is so important, right? Here's something I want y'all to understand, right? When it comes to gaming, no one can stop you from gaming. No one can stop you from enjoying gaming. Problem is that when it comes to who you game with, who you talk to about gaming, who you personally partake with, your circle of people, both in real life and on the internet, right? And I've said this a number of times. As much as all of us may congregate, and as much as all of us may, laugh and crack jokes and we talk all the time and things like that, it's easy to feel like, oh, okay, this is a friend and, we friends or we buddies or whatever the case may be. It's very easy to fall into that, right? Because again, we all talk all the time, right? Your arcade gamer, what's up? We all talk all the time. We all, for a lot of us or for a lot of us in the circles that we're in, for the circles that you have as your gaming circles, you talk to those people probably as much as you talk to your family members, probably as much as it's easy to be like, oh yeah, this is my friend or this is whatever. But one thing that needs to be understood is that everyone is not your friend, right? And at the end of the day, this is the internet, right? And with it being the internet, you still need to be very cautious or be careful. Yo, Chuck, what's good? You still need to be cautious and careful with who you let into your circle. Who you let into your circle, who you let into your aura, into your space. That stuff is very important. So when I say that we need to gatekeep, I'm not saying that we need to gatekeep. Yo, GN, I appreciate you, bro. Coming a member on the channel. I appreciate you, GN. Appreciate you. Chuck said I'm Bill Gates. You funny, bro. When it comes to your circle of friends or the people that you can truly rock with and get in truly game with and stuff like that, that is the circle that I'm saying that you need to gatekeep. That is the circle that Star Guardian, what's up? That is the circle that I'm saying you need to gatekeep and protect, right? Because again, yeah, we all can converse and have these conversations and things like that. But when it comes to your circle of friends, when it comes to your gaming circle, right? That is what you need to gatekeep. Everyone does not need to be, because when it comes to this Sophie Simpson chick, a lot of people just, because she like PlayStation, people just openly accepting her and wanting her to like, whatever they trying to do. It's just very easy to accept. Oh yeah, come on in, the water's fine. Come on. Nah, the water ain't fine. It ain't fine for you. Show some ID. I'm speaking metaphorically, obviously, with that, but your gaming circles is what you need to gatekeep. Your gaming circles is what you need to look at and be like, yo, this is my circle. Yeah, I'll rock with people outside that circle, absolutely, but this is my circle. And that is what I'm saying to people. You need to gatekeep and protect, because what this whole catfish shit has proved is that it's very easy to infiltrate and very easy to disrupt the status quo. And it sucks that for the women in our space already, I mean, a lot of people don't really fuck with them per se, and the ones that do, obviously people gonna put them in check or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to the women that we all kind of see around and stuff, and even new women, they're all welcome. Everyone is welcome, men and women. Everyone is welcome. I don't want people to feel like they can't have a conversation with someone that pertains to gaming, because that kind of goes into the other part that I've said about a long time ago. Did nobody think about checking the chick's PSN? Hey, yo, listen, yo, Chris, I wanted no parts in this. I wasn't even like, I wasn't following this chick. Listen, she was just I was just seeing her tweets fly across because people was retweeting, liking, and all that bullshit. And I just like, listen, something ain't right. So I am surprised that no one checked the PSN. I think Stone did. Yeah, she said, Chris, I did, and it was a guy. Oh Lord have mercy. And so when it comes to like your circles, right? That is what you need to gatekeep. But this goes hand in hand with the whole, are you verifiable? Remember a while back when I asked the question of, are you verifiable? A lot of people got mad, said, well, why do I need to verify this? Why do I need to verify that? You don't need to verify a goddamn thing. But just know, without that type of verification, most people aren't going to take what you say serious, right? And I'm not saying you need to, as soon as you come into the gaming community, you need to announce your PSN. No one's doing that stupid shit, right? No, right? But, if you know what you're talking about, you could, right? But it's for the ones who don't know what they talking about, or be frauding out here, that it's like, yo, are you verifiable? That's who the question pertains to. It doesn't pertain to everybody. So imagine if we was talking about Final Fantasy VII. How many Final Fantasy VII fans are in here? I'm sure there's a ton of you. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, right? Now imagine we talking about Final Fantasy VII, right? And I say, yeah, man, so it was crazy how in Final Fantasy VII, Squall was fighting against Kefka. That's crazy, man. Final Fantasy VII was such a crazy game, man. I couldn't believe that in Final Fantasy VII, Squall was fighting against Kefka. Huh? Squall against Kefka in Final Fantasy VII? What game are you talking about, bruh? Did you actually play the game? Do you know what you're talking about? What? You gonna want some verification. Tell me you ain't gonna want the man to verify. Tell me you ain't gonna want him to verify. That's who the question applies to. The question of, are you verifiable? That is who it applies to. That is who it applies to. That is when the question gets brought up where it's like, hold up. You don't know what you're talking about. Let's get some verification here. You understand? That's where it comes from. So when you couple that with gatekeeping your circle, you good. And that is what I want people to walk away from, not just this podcast, but walk away from the whole situation and understand and really take seriously gatekeeping your circles. And I mean this on the internet, for your circle of internet friends that you might have, and in real life as well. My circle in real life is very, 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 very small, man. Because everyone, we have acquaintances. I think we all have acquaintances. But I mean, shit, I've got like 1,000 acquaintances, but friends, real friends, people that's in my circle, the inner circle, the circle. I mean, that's a very limited circle, and that's how it should be for all of you. Because you don't want frauds and whatnot, and infiltrating and causing mayhem, infiltrating and interrupting the status quo. Yo, Chuck, Chuck, you stupid. So didn't the spiky hair guy fight the girl with the blue hair? Oh my God. That's just how it is, man. So why it's important to gatekeep your circles. Everyone doesn't belong. Everyone ain't your friend, and everyone doesn't need to be in the in crowd. But again, since the birth of spaces, everyone wants to be the it guy. Everybody wants to be king nerd. And I'm sitting here like, no one is king nerd. No one is king nerd. We all are the same. We all love gaming. We all love talking about gaming, playing gaming, sharing our experiences, and things like that. No one is king nothing. But everyone wants the attention. Everybody wants the spotlight on them. Shane B said, Twitter definitely got way more toxic since the introduction of spaces. Absolutely. 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 Absolutely, Shane. Get on the sticks. Hey, yo, get on the sticks. You messy, bruh. You messy, man. You messy. Shout out to Viper, man. I appreciate you for the super chat. It says, I gotta wait. What's this? Hey, yo, I had to like squint and see what the hell. Okay. Viper says, I gotta meet the Fokker circle. Hey, yo, Viper, that's a fact though. That's a fact though. Shout out to Henry Heck. Nah, I know meet the Fokkers. It's just like I was reading too fast, and when it says I gotta meet, I said, what? Hold the fuck. I said, hold up. Where you going with this super chat, Viper? Shout out to Viper, man. But that's just how it is, man. That's just what it is. Gotta keep your circle small, guys. And as for this catfish shit, let this be a lesson, right? Yo, fellas, listen, fellas. I'm talking to the fellas real quick. I know the ladies. Shout out to the ladies that's in here. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. I'm talking to the fellas real quick. Fellas, it's okay to jump into DMs, man. As long as you do it, obviously, respectfully and with some class, right? It's always, I'm never going to shame anybody for jumping in the DMs for a woman that they think is dope and they want to get to know or whatever. All I'm saying is be mindful of who you trying to pursue. Because again, this is the internet. You see how easy it is to perpetrate or impersonate a chick on the internet. So you gotta do your research, your due diligence to make sure that you ain't getting caught up in no bullshit like this. Oh yeah, for the fellas that's married or got like, you know, girlfriends or whatever. Yeah, I mean, listen, you don't want to be in this market. This market is ass. It's ass. You don't want to be in the market. Steer clear, okay, of these women's DMs these days, dog. Don't do it. I mean, listen, I say this, jump in the DMs at your own risk. Just know you might get exposed on some crazy shit. And if that's something you willing to, if that's something you know care about, then it, you know, have at it. Do what you do. You get what I'm saying? But you know, just be mindful of what that is. Yo, real quick, but you know, at the end, like I said, keep your circles tight, guys. Gatekeep. It's time to gatekeep, man. It's time to gatekeep, right? If everything else, you know, with the frauds and people lying about games that they played or whatever, if that wasn't enough to really say it's time to gatekeep, ladies and gentlemen, I think this situation right here is a good enough situation to say, can we gatekeep now, guys? Can we really start gatekeeping now? Right? Gatekeep, guys. It's time to gatekeep. It's time to gatekeep. It is time to gatekeep. Straight up. I remember to always check the throat. Hell, James, man. Jumping in them DMs is like walking around a neighborhood that have hella drive-bys. It's best to just stay in the house. Ayo, facts.
I'm a catfish. I'm a catfish gamer.
Stay out them DMs, man. You know, imagine you on the phone. Imagine you on the phone with the chick, right? This whole thing about like internet dating, right? It's kind of crazy. Imagine you on the phone with the chick, right? And you know, it's all good. You know, she like,
Oh yeah, you know, I'm really into you. You know, and I can't wait to meet you. But, you know, before I meet you, I have to tell you something, right? And I promise you won't get mad. You know.
I've been catfishing you the whole time. It's like, yo, what? Hey, yo. I've been catfishing you the whole time. Like, what? Crazy. Hey, yo, the internet is a scary place, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not like other girls. Yo, Sticks. I'm not like other girls. Yo. Hey, yo, real quick. I want to touch on this Will Smith stuff real quick, right? So listen, I think we all seen that video of the craziness. I think we all saw the video. I think we all know what's up with that, right? When I saw it last night, I was surprised. Because I thought it was like, what, man, this is like some troll shit or whatever. Like, I'm just like, you know, it is what it is. Then, I actually saw the video. Like, I saw the uncut, like, yo, Mr. Go Try Hard Guy, I know you saw the goddamn Will. Mr. Go Try Hard Guy, if you was on Twitter today, I know you saw the video. Every time I scrolled down my timeline today, I saw the video. Like, every single time. Like, all day today, yeah. So, nah, that wasn't staged. Oh, you thought it was staged at first, John. Yeah. I thought this was like, what? Like, what's going on? I thought it was fake. Then I saw a frame by frame of him slapping Chris Rock. And I was like, whoa, what the hell happened? So I watched the full video and like of him making fun of doing like the G.I. Jane joke and all that stuff, right? And I was just like, yo, I get it. I get it, man. Yo, and I said it last night. I said, I understand why Will Smith snapped. You can only take disrespect but for so long, right? Sometimes shit just needs to be dealt with on the spot. And this was one of those times, man. Listen, there's never a right, like people, and this thing, people think there's a rule book to life. There ain't no rule book to life, man. And there damn sure ain't no rule book to checking a motherfucker. You understand? Yo, you gonna get checked on the spot, man. If in my mind I decide, yo, this dude gonna get checked, you gonna get checked on the spot. And that's what Will Smith did. Will Smith said, yo, I gotta check you on the spot. And he made that decision, man. He looked at his wife, saw she wasn't happy. And you know, I even when they panned to her when the joke first got made, she looked like she wasn't happy about that, right? Came up, slapped Chris, went back to the seat, and he straight up said, yo, and this is so crazy because the Oscars theater, that's a big theater, right? And it was so quiet in that theater, you could hear a pen drop. Yo, that theater was dead silent, right? And he told him straight up, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Shout out to Lupita Nyong'o, by the way. Man, is that a beautiful black woman? Lord have mercy. Man. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, yo, I understand. I understand. I get it. Yo, she looked stunned, but she damn sure did look beautiful. So, you know, that I understood that, right? And I seen a lot of people, oh, you know, Will Smith, he could have handled that differently, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, very much so. But I understand why he handled it the way he did, right? And then I see a lot of other people, oh, well, you know, did you slap August Alsina like that and all this, and trying to use like, oh, well, you know, she was cucking you out and she was sleeping around with this and all this other shit. And I'm like, look, right? I'm gonna put it like this, right? Because, you know, they had that conversation, entanglement, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. I know that when it comes to that situation, I think they were separated or not talking or whatever case may be. And she did what she did. He did what he did. I believe in my heart of hearts, he was definitely smashing a lot of them chicks. I actually think he was smashing, I think he was smashing Margaret Robbie, man. I believe he was, man. I ain't gonna cap. But, you know, so that happened. It happened how it happened. It is what it is. But see, here's the thing. And this is the thing that kind of like throws me off. It's like, yo, this is a question I want to ask the fellas, right? Fellas, when, you know, even if you, so say you and a chick, y'all have a child together, right? And y'all not like really, you know, y'all don't really see eye to eye, so y'all don't get married. Y'all ended up breaking up. Y'all have bad blood or whatever the case may be, right? But, you know, she's still the mother of your child. Are you telling me that if you come like to the crib to pick up your kid or whatever, and you see another dude disrespecting the mother of your kid, you telling me you're not gonna speak up? I'm asking the fellas, be real with me here. I'm be honest, man. If it's the mother of my kid, regardless if we got bad blood, if it's the mother of my kid, I'm definitely gonna speak like, yo, hey, watch your fucking mouth, man. Like that's the mother of my kid. You understand? Watch your mouth. There's that, right? But when it comes to them, they're still married, man. And they're still, and obviously whatever. And here's the crazy part about it. Everybody in the public got an issue with what she did, or has an issue with him, how he acted, and trying to use the fact that she did what she did. But Will Smith don't seem to have that issue. Like, clearly he fine. Because the man's still doing what he do. He's still making movies. He's still flourishing and stuff like that. And the man is tired of people disrespecting his wife. His wife's got, I believe she has alopecia, which is a hair loss condition that happens to both men and women, where you lose your hair. I think it's because of like an immune or something like that. You know what? Let's not guess. Let's not guess. Alopecia. What is alopecia? Let's not guess. All right, here we go. So what is alopecia? Alopecia areata is a disease that causes hair loss. In alopecia, the immune system attacks the structures in hair that form here. Alopecia areata usually affects the head and face, though hair can be lost from any part of the body. Hair typically falls out in small round patches, about the size of a quarter. In some cases, hair loss is more extensive, right? So it's because of the immune system attacking the structures of the hair. So clearly this has something to do with the immune system, right? So, you know, looking at all that, you know, I get it, man. And I know Jada Pinkett, she was very open about that, you know, and explained why, you know, whatever, you know, why that stuff was, you know, the way it was or whatever. So she explained that and everybody knew. Listen, in Chris Rock's defense, as a comedian, comedians make fun of like very harsh things all the time or whatever case may be. So I'm not saying that Chris Rock shouldn't have made the joke, right? As a comedian, you make the jokes, and however people react, they react. Some people laugh, some people boo, some people walk out, some people want to get up and slap the shit out of you. As a comedian, that is the risk you run with making the types of jokes that you make. So listen, Make the jokes. I'm not, even after this situation, I don't think no comedian should change how their routine is done. You want to make fun of this, make fun of that? Absolutely. Freedom of speech, all that stuff, 100%, right? But I also think the consequences that supersede that also need to be something that people need to be like, well, okay, all right, yeah, right? And this is one of those situations where Chris Rock made the joke, Jada Pinkett wasn't happy about it, Will Smith had to, as a man and as her husband, he had to react, man. He reacted and did what he did. I'm not judging the man. I'm not mad at him. I get it. I get it. So in those situations, I understand completely. And I don't fault him for doing what he did. Not at all. Yo, Jack Move, what's good? Yeah, I support the actions. Handle the situation, man. Because realistically speaking, I don't think he was just talking to Chris Rock. I think he was talking to the world. I think he was talking to everybody in that stadium. I think he was talking to everybody watching the goddamn Oscars. He was talking to everybody. He was talking to every person that was watching that shit. Everyone. I believe that in my heart of hearts. You got to take with that what you will. And you have to be able to live with the actions, right? Because he did go on to win best actor for King Richard, which, if you haven't seen King Richard, that was such a good movie, man. Like that movie really had me like, I love that movie. That movie was really good. And I definitely think he deserved that award. He goes on to win best actor. He gave the speech that he made. Listen, man, I think it's a culmination of things, man, where it's just like, he dealing with all the jokes, with the August Alsina jokes, the entanglement jokes and all that shit. And then the pressure of being Will Smith and the pressure of, movies and keeping up a specific image and all this other stuff. Listen, man, the man is stressed. And sometimes that's just what it is, man. You gotta act on shit, man. Unfortunately, this is one of those times where he had to act and relieve some of that stress. He had to act, man. And when it comes to shit, I just lost my train of thought. What was I about to say? When it comes to Will, I know he was in therapy before, but I think he needs to go back. Definitely continue to be in therapy and make sure that he works out those demons, because although I understand his actions, those aren't the actions I would condone 100% of the time. I do understand having to act on stuff like in the moment, but I think sometimes, unfortunately, in these situations, you got to be the bigger man a lot of the times, and you don't want to just go around slapping people, right, or putting your hands on people, right? That's definitely not a healthy way of processing stress and anger, right? Definitely need to work on different techniques, but at the same time, I understand it, man. Sometimes you just gotta check a motherfucker on the spot, especially when it's the mother of your kids and your wife. Everybody in the world has a problem because of the entanglement and all that stuff. It's clear that they are past that, or working to move past that, right? And the crazy thing about society is that a lot of people, they want people to be on these high horses or hold people to such high standards, but they themselves don't hold themselves to these standards, right? That's the thing that always bugs me out about this type of stuff. It's just like, you want people to take the high road and do this stuff, do this and do that, blah, blah, blah. I get that 100%. But then, when you're condemning somebody for not doing that, I have to ask the question of, so you're telling me in every situation you've always taken the high road, you've never snapped, you've never cursed somebody out or said some things or done something that you wish you could have taken back, right? And when you have done those things, because we all have done it, right? Nobody is above this. We all have done that. When you have done that, what you are looking for forgiveness, right? And you're expecting people to forgive you. But here we are. Here some people are. I won't say we. Here are some people are looking at this situation and saying, yeah, you know, big bad Will, and you know, like just turning their nose at. I'm like, yo, who the fuck are you? What gives you the right? Eric the Beard says, maybe that was Will's way of making sure the jokes didn't continue into their marital problems. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, when he shouted out, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth, I'm telling you, that was not just the Chris. That wasn't just the Chris Rock. I felt like he was talking to me. You feel me? I felt like the motherfucker was yelling at me like, Will, I ain't do shit. What you talking about, bro? I ain't never said nothing about the missus. What? I ain't never say shit. You feel me? I mean, damn. You feel me? So no, that was most definitely not just to Chris Rock. Absolutely not. Corey Mason appreciate says, let your New Yorker out. Sometimes you got to chin check a fool. Absolutely, Corey. Absolutely. Nah, yo, listen, because people, I know a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, you know, he was laughing. Y'all telling me y'all never smiled at something that wasn't funny? Or fake laughing? Yo, it's a bunch of cameras in your face and all this other shit. You never want to visibly, you know, you got to have that poker face. And I think that poker face was him laughing. That poker face was him laughing. He didn't find that shit funny. He didn't find that shit funny at all. That's that poker face, man. How many of you have been at work, right? And one of your coworkers tells you a corny ass joke that ain't funny, but you still laugh anyway. Oh, Joanne, you're such a hoot. As soon as you walk away, man, that shit wasn't funny. What the fuck? Like, you know, like, you get what I'm saying? None of us have done that in our lives. Not even just with coworkers, but just in general. Where someone tells you something that they think is funny, but you don't think that shit's funny, but you still laugh anyway. That shit ain't funny. Ain't nothing about that funny. Ain't nothing about that funny. But you still laugh. Why'd you laugh? If it wasn't funny, why'd you laugh? You laughed because you wanted to keep up appearances. Why do we laugh? Why do we laugh at the boring ass, dumb ass, unfunny ass jokes at work? To keep up appearances. That's all that laugh was. Well, I don't laugh at all my coworkers' jokes. You know, I'll like and kind of keep walking or something. Like I don't, but you know, for most people, it's to keep up appearances. And I think in this situation, it was to keep up appearances. That's why you see him laughing like that, or even smiling. Cause I don't even think it was a laugh. Cause when Will Smith laughed, if you followed Will Smith for a long time, when Will Smith laughed, he laughed. You know, he wasn't doing that shit here. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I was telling Barry this, where I was like, yo, I'm surprised Chris Rock from Brooklyn. And I'm just like, yo, how that Brooklyn ain't come up out of you, boy? You from Brooklyn. You're supposed to let that Brooklyn out at that point, man. I don't give a fuck if I'm the host of the Oscars. You gotta let that Brooklyn out. You crazy? Oh, man. Nah, he definitely wasn't funny last night. I mean, I didn't watch the Oscars. I only watched that video, so I can't even speak to all of it. I can't even speak to all of it. Yo, King of Games, what's good? Oh man, y'all are crazy. Star Guardian says that was Mike Lowry talking. Hey, yo, facts, Mike Lowry. Yo, it's funny. Star Guardian, I was watching Bad Boys 1 last night. Yesterday, I watched Bad Boy yesterday while I was eating dinner. I love that movie, Bad Boy 1. That's definitely a really good movie. I love that movie. I think that's it for me. At the end of the day, I understand why Will Smith snapped. Although I don't agree 100% with his actions, I do understand why he did what he did. And yeah, take with that what you will. I do appreciate y'all so much. He looked uncomfortable too, but still let him say it. Oh yeah, nah, I mean, what's his name? Chris Rock looked very uncomfortable after the fact, man. He couldn't even read the teleprompter. I'm like, damn, that man's still dazed and confused. You understand? That man still see Tweety Bird flying around his goddamn head, like, you know. No, that's the wrong one I was gonna say. That's Bugs Bunny. Like, I thought I saw a booty cat. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, shit. He was still trying to get his composure, cause like, yo, one thing I will admit, the form, how he smacked him, there was a lot of power in that smack, man. There was definitely a lot of power in that smack. It was a lot of power in that shit. So I get it, man. That doesn't make it right though. Right? It doesn't make it right, but again, these are the consequences. That, you know, these are the consequences. It's just that simple. Let's get him out the chat. Oh man. But yo, listen, guys, I appreciate all of you coming through. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of When Persona Speaks. Oh nah, he ate it. Absolutely. He definitely ate it, Leech. But that looked like a very efficient smack. Let's use that word, efficient. It looked like a very efficient smack. But listen, man, a round of applause for the folks in the chat. I appreciate all of you. Shout out again to Miss Stone, Catwoman, out here with the investigation. Catwoman, keep up the investigations. Keep up the investigations. They're top quality. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate all of you. As always, man, y'all are great people. Y'all can submit an application for investigations and an application for your feed to Twitter. Hey, this Stone's second investigation. I ain't gonna say what the first one is, but yeah, Miss Stone, legendary. Miss Stone, a legend out here. That's all I'm gonna say. Miss Stone is a legend out here. When it comes to investigations, believe that. So yeah, listen, guys, I appreciate all of you coming through. Like I said, y'all are great people. Be on the lookout. Oh, your third. Oh, what's the third? You got to fill me in on that, Stone. What's the third? I want to know now. Again, be wary of catfish gamers, ladies and gentlemen, and gatekeep your gaming circles. Your gaming circles. Gatekeep your gaming circles, guys. It's time. Catfish and gaming. Who would have thought? Who would have thought catfish and gaming would have been a conversation that we would be having? I appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Please be safe.